Hello, everyone, and welcome to North Quincy High School at Robert Nobby Nolan Court, where tonight the North Quincy Red Raiders will play host to the crosstown rival Quincy Presidents and the second matchup between the teams here this season. My name is Jonathan Caleri, and thanks for tuning in to this edition of QATV Sports. I'm being joined by Jim Timmons at courtside. And Jim, as I mentioned, this is the second game between the two schools this season. Quincy High School is able to hold home court at the first game, and North would like to do the same here this evening.
Yeah, North's had an interesting up and down week. They had two nice wins against teams from the city of Boston. They beat Charlestown High and they beat West Roxbury Academy. They had a tough outing against league-leading Pembroke last Friday. And they're looking to stay on the winning trail here, the winning path, as they host Quincy tonight.
The Red Raiders, Jim, they're a fairly young team this season. They only have 3 seniors on the team, and a few freshmen as well are getting significant playing time. I mentioned the seniors. Mary Kate McAleely, one of the senior captains, is averaging 12.7 points per game for North Quincy, so we'll have to keep a lookout for her here this evening. On the other side of the ball, Quincy High School have an injury report. Allison McMurrow, one of the leaders of the team, is out with an ankle injury here this evening. So we'll see how that affects the Presidents tonight, Jim.
Yeah, that's a big loss for the Presidents. They've got a young team. They rely very heavily on McMorrow. That's a name we're very well familiar with in Quincy Presidents sports lore. But Allison has really stepped in and done a terrific job for the Lady Presidents. So that's a tough one for the Presidents to swallow tonight. We'll see how they react to it. As we turn to the court for the introductions, John?
Yep, we'll bring it down to the court. I believe Athletic Director J.J. Namke will be serving as the PA announcer here this evening, so we'll turn it down to him.
Ensure that your behaviors reflect the values that should be identified with these student athletes. Assume responsibility for your behavior and the behavior of those around you. If you require assistance, please call upon school or security officials. And now the lineups from each school, starting first with the visiting presence of Quincy High School. Number 5, Gia Calago. Number 21, Grace Hogan. Number 23, Jillian O'Toole. Number 25, Juliana Tracy. Number 31, Brenna Tobin. Head coach for the Presidents, Jeff Brett. And now, the starting lineup for your North Quincy Red Raiders. Starting at guard, junior, number 5, Amanda Helmet. Starting at guard, freshman, number 15, Kira Sleeman. Starting at forward, senior captain, number 4, Samantha Smith. Starting at forward, senior captain, number 32, Mary Kate McAleely. Starting at center, senior captain, number 52, Maria Zrazel. Head coach for the Raiders, Paul Bugoli. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest in the house tonight. The national anthem is going to be performed by QPS's own pep band. So at this time, I ask that you all please stand and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
job there by the Quincy Public Schools Middle School Pep Band, Jim, doing the national anthem. Great job by them.
Yeah, they're going to be here for the balance of the game, so that should be interesting to see their addition to the action tonight.
All right, real quick, we will run down the starting lineups first for the visiting Quincy Presidents. Number 5, senior Gia Calabro. Number 21, junior Grace Hoban. Number 23, junior Jillian O'Toole. Number 25, junior Juliana Tracy. And number 31, junior Brenna Tobin. For North Quincy, number 4, senior Samantha Smith. Number 5, junior Amanda Helmuth. Number 15, freshman Kara Sleeman. Number 32, senior Mary-Kate McAlevey. And number 52, senior Maria Zareza. So that's the starting lineup for both teams as the teams get ready to come out for the jump off.
Yeah, both sides seem pretty loose. It's an interesting dynamic now in Quincy, North Quincy crosstown rivalry, action, because the players all know each other. Several of them have played on teams together coming up the ladder here. They know each other very well, and the type of tension that used to be in the gym when these two played is kind of, acquiesced now to this little different atmosphere, but I'm sure it's still going to be a hearty back and forth here as the tap goes out of bounds, and looks like they're going to toss it up again. They're unclear on who knocked it out there, John.
All right, so they're going to re-tip, and 6 seconds went off the clock. I'm sure. Oh, then they reset it. There we go. And Zarez is going to control the tap, and over to Samantha Smith. Quincy coming out in a 2-3 zone. Sleeman at the top of the key, over now to Helmuth.
I think Quincy may be in a man-to-man, and it's North's offensive set, John, that had you thinking that.
Yep.
Because what happened was Quincy put some terrific ball pressure on, and they just forced that turnover. So nice job by the Quincy D coming out of the box. And North's going to come out and match them with a man-to-man defense as well.
Jillian O'Toole passes over now to Brenna Tobin. Swing up to the top of the key for the Presidents. Driving in, a nice defense there by North, taken away there by Samantha Smith. She was trying to get it up court, and let's see, it's going to go off of Quincy. Grace Hoban tried to steal it back. It goes off of her, so it'll be Red Raider ball.
Yeah, a little pregame nervousness here. Couple of turnovers to start off the possessions for each team.
McAlevey, nice drive into the paint, and can't get it to roll. Fight for the rebound down low, and Tobin brings it away for the Presidents.
Yeah, you're right. That was a nice dribble penetration, a little aggression by Mary-Kate McAlevey.
Tobin driving baseline, gets fouled, and it'll be on the floor.
Yeah, it's going to be on Zareza. That's her first foul. One of the things that Quincy has done here, very smart move. You had mentioned Zareza is covering Brenna Tobin. Well, they've got Tobin outside around the perimeter, trying to draw Zareza away from the basket.
Nice defense there by Samantha Smith, and she goes back inbounds and takes the ball away again. They're trying to set up their offense. Kira Sleeman, freshman, at the top of the key for the Red Raiders. Helmuth with the ball, coming up on 5 seconds, and just does get rid of it. And errant pass there, taken away there by Gia Calabro for the Presidents. Quincy quickly coming down court, and nice drive and take there by Juliana Tracy.
Yeah, terrific take to the hoop by Tracy. She did a really good job. Ducked her shoulder a bit. Nice aggression there. And so Quincy breaks the ice and takes the early 2-0 lead here.
North was able to break that pressure. They had trouble the first time at Quincy High School with that pressure by the Presidents all game long. Pass is tipped away by Tobin again and into the hands of Tracy. Going baselines, Calabro. A nice take there by Gia Calabro for her first 2 points of the game. And Coach Paul Bergoli for the Red Raiders is going to call a quick timeout.
Yeah, that's 2 straight dribble penetrations against the Red Raiders, resulting in layups. So Bergoli trying to make a defensive adjustment early, not let things get too far away here early on, John.
North Quincy had several turnovers against the Presidents in the first game, and Coach Bergoli said he was going to try to eliminate those turnovers as much as possible, try to slow things down for the Raiders, because that's what really hurt them in the first game. almost about 20 turnovers against the Presidents in game number 1.
Yeah, well, Quincy's playing some nice pressure D. They were in man-to-man. They're stepping up and playing denial in the passing lanes. In fact, Zarez has been open down low twice on 2 North Quincy possessions, and had they got her the ball early in the offensive set, she might have been able to get to the hoop. But North's been running a full 30-second offense against this Quincy pressure, and might be the case that if they pick up their pace a little, they'll have a little more offensive success. But right now they have yet to break the ice, and Quincy's coming out with some full court pressure here. Brett switching things up a little. He's known to do that.
North do a nice job of getting the ball to center by Samantha Smith. Get the ball across half court.
So his full court press dropping back into man coverage here by nice pass off the penetration.
Smith with the pass to Zareza, and Zareza can't finish it off. Rebounded by Quincy. Tobin brings it back up to the top of the key. Jillian O'Toole with it. Nice defense there by Kiera Sleeman. Ball gets tipped away. 13 on the shot clock for the Presidents. O'Toole kicks it out to Tobin, who shoots the 3, and it's good.
Nice job, and they're right back into the press right away. Quincy with some crisp ball movement offensively.
Nice defense there by number 21, Grace Hoban, for the Presidents, able to anticipate that pass. Knocks it out of bounds, couldn't bring it down, but it'll remain Red Raider ball.
Yeah, nice decision by Bretsch to come with a full court pressure. You could see the kind of hesitant North Quincy offense, and he's trying to take advantage of that here.
Ashley Caldwell checks in for the Red Raiders. Marie Zareza will go to the bench. And getting fouled there is Amanda Helmuth, trying to drive in, and the foul will be on the floor. Foul's on Calabro for first. Caldwell gets trapped in the corner, trying to look for some help, and jump ball's called. And it'll be Quincy ball on the arrow.
Well, nice job by Quincy early on here. The defensive pressure has really rattled North.
Nice drive in, and nice take to the hoop there by Juliana Tracy. Her second basket of the game. 9-0 Quincy with 4:20 left to go in the first quarter. Quincy again with full court pressure. Sleeman loses dribble and is looking to get it over to Samantha Smith. 15 seconds, already gone off the shot clock. No 10-second violation in girls basketball. Nice give and go there by North. McAlevey is a little too strong. Can't get it to go. Quickly down the other end of the court, Jillian O'Toole swings it back up to the top of the key for 3. No good there by Hoban. Ashley Caldwell, big rebound, and is able to get over to Samantha Smith.
Yeah, nice rebound in traffic by Caldwell. She was able to get rid of the ball quickly.
Smith with the ball, gets it back up to the top key to Sleeman, quickly around the horn.
Juliana Tracy playing some great defense, helping
Sleeman
out in the man-to-man pressure, and there's a strip.
Sleeman went strong to the hole. As you said, Jimmy got taken away, and finding a seam there is number 21, Grace Hoban. She hesitated just a little bit, found the hole, went straight to the hole for an 11-point lead for Quincy. Nice quick tip pass there by North. Caldwell with the ball now. Gets it back up top. Smith shoots the 3, a little too strong. And coming down with the rebound is Hoban for the Presidents. Another 3 there for Quincy, no good. Tobin fighting for the rebound, is able to tip it over now to Jillian O'Toole. Calabro driving in, trying to tip it away. McAlevey is going to knock it out of bounds, so remain Quincy ball with 17 on the shot clock. Another 3 ball for the Presidents, no good. Coming up with Samantha Smith, quickly up now to Kier Sleeman. And a little too strong off the backboard, can't get it to go. Calabro quickly coming down with the rebound.
There was some great hustle on that play by Julian O'Toole. Got down the court to harass on the layup. So North remains scoreless here and a difficult first quarter for them.
McAlevey at the top of the key for the Red Raiders. He's trying to kick it off, and nice defense there by Gia Calabro to stick her hands in, take the ball away. And she's going to go all the way down for a 2-point basket, and Coach Paul Brigoli again calls a timeout with his team trailing 13-0 with 1:32 left to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, so far the Quincy man-to-man defense has just been smothering. North has not. We haven't seen any picks yet. It's a little surprising. North's trying to run kind of a conventional high post split offense, either that or beat players off the dribble. And Quincy's, just simply had not allowed any of that to happen here. They've done an excellent job of helping out, but also strong on the ball pressure. Paul Brigoli taking 2 timeouts in a first quarter here. That's a bad sign for the Red Raiders. And the fact that they're not on the scoreboard yet with we're under 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Girls have to calm down and relax, and I'd like to see them start taking the ball to the hoop a little more frequently here. That's always helpful, John, when you're having trouble scoring. Just try to get the ball to the hoop and either get to the foul line or make something happen from in tight.
Jim, this is the first time we've been in the gym since they've put in the new stands, new bleachers. We were commenting before the game that it certainly gives a new element to the gym. It makes things look nice and new and bright, along with the floor looking good. And so it's been really nice to see here at the gym, the stands as well.
Oh, yeah, the facility is first rate. Quincy High and North, both first rate athletic facilities now for the teams. And we've got the same thing in middle schools, too. So there's kind of a hurried shot from the top. Nice rebound in traffic. And there North breaks the ice, John.
Amanda Helmuth shot the 3, got her own rebound, and follows it up for the layup. So nice job there by Helmuth. And miscommunication between Quincy. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be Red Raider ball.
Yeah, Helmuth a junior, and she showed some nice aggression there. She released and took the 3 quickly, and then when it didn't go, as you said, she did an excellent job of following her shot and getting the Red Raiders on the board.
North gets the ball across half court. McAlevey with it now. Driving in and off the glass and in. Nice take there by Mary Kate McAlevey. And North Quincy quickly now with 4 points coming out the timeout.
Yeah, nice job of Red Raiders settling down here.
And this is steal there by Samantha Smith. She's coming down 3-on-1 and a jump ball, and it'll remain North Quincy ball.
Yeah, Samantha dribbling in traffic. It seems Coach Brigoli may have had something to say along the lines of, girls settle down, let's get the ball up to the hoop. It's a nice little inbounds play, but missed the jumper. And Quincy right back, doing an excellent job of staying aggressive, John.
And bad pass there. It's taken away by North Quincy. Helmuth's going to slow things down, let the numbers catch up. Coming up on 30 seconds to go left in the quarter. Seaman trying to look for some help over to Helmuth on the right side. McAlevey dribble drive, kicks it back out quickly though. 10 on the shot clock. Samantha Smith with the 3, and it's good. An off-bounds 3 there by Samantha Smith. Gets it to go just before the shot clock expired. 5 to go in the game clock. Long 3 there by Quincy, and they come right back and answer it. Fallon Hoban with a 3 of her own, and that's going to put a dagger there in North Quincy. They thought they were going to come back there and make a little dent, and Hoban comes back with a long 3 as the quarter expires.
Yeah, terrific job by Hoban. That was a big 3, as it somewhat broke the momentum that the Red Raiders have been generating. They came out of their second timeout, ran off 7 straight points, and that that's where we stand here for North for the quarter. Meanwhile, nice balanced quarter for Quincy, John. They put 16 on the board. They look good doing it on both ends of the court. And North's got some work ahead of them.
So as you said, Jim, North Quincy had a little 7-0 run there to cut the lead in half. More than in half, excuse me. It was 13-7, and then as time expires, Fallon Hoban with the 3. So 16-7 is the score at the end of the first quarter play. Real quick, I want to remind all of our viewers, you can log on to Quincy Access TV's website at qatv.org for program schedules, membership information, and more. So qatv.org.
Yeah, John, Fallon is only a sophomore. It's her first year of varsity experience. She's quite a ball player. And there's a few sophomores out here who are talented athletes. Fallon, the first one to see the floor tonight for either team.
And pass down low, and Aaron Pass looking for Tobin. And it goes into the hands of Samantha Smith for the Red Raiders instead. McAlevey gets the ball taken away from behind. Priscilla Bonica takes it away, and nice hustle down court by McAlevey, but she's going to get called for the foul.
Yeah, McAlevey was pretty frustrated with that turnover, and took quite a shot there on the layup. So that was kind of a frustration foul, but that high post split just has not worked tonight for North Quincy at all. They have been trying to run that offensively, and I think that's part of the reason McAlevy's a little frustrated. She ends up in the middle of the court with a lot of sagging blue shirts around her. That time her frustration resulted in the whack on Priscilla Bonica.
1 of 2 for Bonica, 17-7, 10-point lead now for for Quincy. And McAlevey went to pass it and dragged her pivot foot, and it'll be a traveling violation. Alyssa Radzik has checked in for the Red Raiders as well at that last foul shot. Calabro tried to pass it, and it was taken away by McAlevey, but she can't tiptoe the sideline. It goes out of bounds. Remain Quincy ball. And the shot clock got reset. It looks like they're trying to reset that right now. So they'll put 20 seconds on the shot clock.
Priscilla Bonica, who we were just talking about, she's going to inbound the ball. She's another one of the sophomores, John, that I was referencing earlier. Here's 2 sophomores, 24 and 22, Bonica and Hoban, who were out in the court for the Presidents here early on, seeing some quality time.
All right, checking into the game was Rachel Smith for the Presidents, and she's going to get called for the foul on the rebound.
Yeah, Rachel, a senior center for the Presidents, who very aggressive, and she went after the ball there, but got caught on a reach.
Soon gets the ball over to McAlevey, and 3-point shot there is no good by Samantha Smith, just a little short. Juliana Tracy with the rebound and brings it up court for the Presidents. Nice look down low for Smith, and she was trying to get it quickly back out to Tracy, and pass just a little out of the reach of Tracy. It goes out of bounds.
Yeah, frankly, John, like some of this is just turnovers. Almost like a lack of focus. That was not the result of defensive pressure, and it's unfortunate. Now here's one of North Quincy's super softs with the ball here. Someone to look forward to covering over our next few years is Lindsey Keenan, number 3. She is a terrific young athlete, and if she comes along for the Red Raiders, you're going to hear a lot from her. So now we have 3 sophomores out there, all kids who have played together in programs here in Quincy and then AAU as well. So interesting to see how they do going head-to-head. I guess they called that on the floor. I thought we were going to have a shooting foul, John.
Yeah, foul was called on Juliana Tracy. McAlevey was going to the hole, but as you said, Jim, they called it on the floor. So North will get a fresh shot clock coming up on 6 minutes to go in the quarter. Radzik with the ball. She's going to shoot the three, and a little too strong, and rebounded there by McAlevey. Keenan driving in, kicks it back out to Radzik. She shoots the three again, and no good. Still too strong. Coming down with it was Juliana Tracy for the Presidents. Calabro skip pass onto the other side. And taken away there by Mary Kate McAlevey. And she's going to go to the hole, up and in.
Nice job of finishing by McAlevey. Get some pressure from Hoban. Hoban did a nice job of getting down the court, pressuring the ball, but McAlevey with a smooth finish.
Three-point shot there by Juliana Tracy, no good. Fight for the rebound, goes into the hands of McAlevey, and she'll turn it over to Keenan, who will bring it up now for the Red Raiders. And they're going to call a double dribble on Lindsey Keenan.
They got her for a carry on a high dribble. Paul Bergoli's talking about where her hand was on the ball and didn't agree with the call, but Keenan got caught. Norse in a little different defense here now, John. They've got a kind of a 1-2-2 set. They're trying to put some trapping pressure on the ball. Keenan, who's very athletic and aggressive, they've got her out top trying to pressure the ball on the perimeter.
Calabro with the ball at the top for Quincy. And traveling violation is going to be called against the Presidents.
So with 4:50 to go here, the Quincy offense has really stalled out in this quarter, John. After the three by Fallon Hoban, they've had just one foul shot. So I'm not sure what we've got a clock stoppage here for now. But, and on the other side of the ball, you've got North Quincy trying to get going. They've had a little more success this quarter, but they're still not putting the ball in the hoop, John. A little more success offensively getting shots, but not finishing. So I don't know what the issue is. Is it with the score on the scoreboard?
I don't know, Jim. I think it might be in the game for Quincy is number 15, who we don't have on any of our rosters. And I think that's what Coach Paul Bergoli is asking about as well, because I see him looking over at all the scorebooks.
Oh, yeah.
And
right.
there's I think a technical foul was just called against the Presidents due to that violation.
Yeah, so that's unfortunate. We won't know who the girl is either to give her some credit. But with the injury, I'm sure Coach Bresch had to make some adjustments and brought someone up, and looks like they made a mistake in not getting her properly recorded.
All right, well, at the line.
Very nice job.
Yeah, Samantha Smith makes both technical foul shots. So that will make it 17-11 now. And North will retain possession. Lindsey Keenan driving in and can't get it to go. Rebounded by Jillian O'Toole. She's going to bring it up and slow things down. And a carrying violation will be called against Quincy this time.
Yeah, I'll tell you what happened there, and this is what I like about this young lady. Lindsey Keenan jumped into the passing lane. The girl with the ball from Quincy was about to make a pass. Keenan anticipated it, jumped into the passing lane, and she actually forced that turnover.
All right, loose ball goes into the hands of Quincy. G. Calabro has it down court, and no foul call down the end. Lindsey Keenan slowly getting it up, and let's see, ball goes. See, ball went out of bounds, and it'll be North ball, and Coach Bergoli is checking in on Lindsey Keenan, as is the official.
Paul Bergoli was calling her over to check her, and she thought he was listening at her to go get the ball. Yeah, I'm telling you, you're going to love this Lindsey Keenan as we get to know her over the next few years.
Keenan drive in and kicks it back out to McAlevey. and travel's going to be called on McAlevey.
Yeah, that's several travels that are a result of just not properly establishing a pivot foot, John. It's now, we said nervousness at the start, but this first half has become a bit sloppy. Let's hope the girls pick it up a little. There's another one. Just, it's either a lack of concentration or I don't quite know what the problem is, but at this level, this should not be happening, especially with this frequency.
All right, pressure for Quincy, and they're able to get the turnover. Ball went through the hands of Ashley Caldwell for North. 3:50 to go in the second quarter, 17-11, Quincy on top. Calabro trying to bring it back up top, and it'll be backcourt violation against Quincy.
Yeah, that time there was a little pressure by Alexa Radzik for North Quincy, who did a good job getting up into the passing lane, so forcing the turnover. The last few Presidents' turnovers have been the result of good North Quincy High defense. North having problems again, just getting the ball in bounds from the sideline. They got to be a little better than that. They're going to bring in another guard here. She's coming in, it looks like, for Radzik. They're getting Kira Slyman back into the game, number 15.
Smith trying to get it in bounds. She does to McAlevey. McAlevey step back 2 and no good. And nice rebound there by North Quincy. Checking in was number 25, Isabel Thong. McAlevey drive to the hole, no good, but she gets fouled and she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, as you said, John, Isabella Thong with a great job of getting in on the rebounding action. She kicked the ball out, and a terrific decision by McAlevey. She took the ball to the hoop. She's going to the line now for 2. Mary Kate does a nice job of settling down, hitting the second one. So North Quincy kind of slowly clawing its way back into this ball game, John.
Calabro in the corner for the Presidents. Going to bring it back up top. 17-12, Quincy on top. 3-point shot there, no good. McAlevey with the rebound. Here's Sleeman with the ball. Going to bring it up now for North Quincy. 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Keenan with the ball, looking in the middle. Going to drive baseline. Tough shot, and she's going to get fouled by Gia Calabro. That'll be Calabro's 3rd foul of the half.
Yeah, they're going to have to get her out, and Bretsch moves quickly to do that. Calabro is a key player for this team, particularly where Quincy's missing their big gun, McMorrow. So, Keenan's at the line shooting 2. She misses the first.
Short on both is Keenan. Tried to go in and get the rebound. Could not. Grace Hoban with the ball for the Presidents. Brenda Tobin shoots the 3. No good. Long. And big block there by Mary Kate McAlevey. Ball quickly outletted to Kira Sleeman. And she's going to go in for 2.
Nice job by the Red Raiders. And they are back in this ball game, John. Terrific job of hanging tough. And they've cut the lead to 3 here. It's 17-14 Quincy. And but it's been all North Quincy here in this second quarter.
Coach Jeff Bretsch is going to call a timeout. And as you said, 17-14 with 2:41 to go. Quincy has only scored 1 point here in this quarter. So nice defense by North. A little bit of sloppiness by Quincy has gotten the Red Raiders back into the game.
Yeah, North made some changes. They went to a zone defense, and they put some quicker perimeter players there. When they were originally out man-to-man, what Bretsch did was he had some of his, he was pressuring the perimeter basically when the Red Raiders were playing man-to-man. And then there was a lot of dribble penetration when the middle opened. The goalie recognized that. He went to his zone. That somewhat eliminated or at least tightened up the dribble penetrations. They have been absent in the second quarter. But with the insertion of Lindsey Keenan and her energy level out on the perimeter defense, John, there have been a number of turnovers by Quincy. North's finally taken the ball to the hoop offensively after a very kind of impotent first quarter. They're taking the ball to the hoop. They're being aggressive in the second quarter, and they're right back in this ball game.
Quincy with the ball, bringing up Fallon Hoban for the Presidents. Calabro stays in the game with 3 fouls.
Yeah, that tells you how important Brett thinks they are.
And
Great
nice
pass by Hoban, down low, and a great finish by number 31 for the Presidents, Brenna Tobin. The play was set up beautifully by Fallon Hoban.
Important basket there for the Presidents. They needed it, and they get it. McAleeve kicks it back up top. Smith shoots the 3 and can't get it to go in. 2 minutes to go now in the quarter. 5-point lead for the Presidents. Nice pass down low, and Tobin's going to get fouled. And it looks like they're going to say she's going to shoot 2 as well. Looks like Isabel Thong will get called for her first personal foul. Only the 3rd team foul for the Presidents here in the half. And big bounce there on the rim, and Tobin gets it to go.
Yeah, we often talk about North Quincy High School as being the friendliest shooting gym, maybe in the country, but certainly in the Commonwealth. They've got the softest backboards, friendly rims. Tobin took full advantage on one of them at least.
Marisa Reza checks back in for North, and she gets that rebound. Nice move there by McAlevey to spin to the baseline. (20-14), 6-point lead now for the Presidents. Smith trying to go baseline, but she steps out of bounds, and it'll be Quincy ball.
There was an almost pick there on that play, but not quite. So the attempt at the dribble penetration, Smith ended up going out of bounds.
Quincy slowing things down here, trying to drain some clock, it looks like. Nice fake there and dribble in for number 21, Grace Hoban, no good. And Mary-Kate McAlevey gets the loose ball. 1 minute, 10 seconds to go now here in the second quarter. And pass goes out of bounds. Was looking for Lindsey Keenan. She could not control the pass. It was a little too low there from Kira Sleeman, so it'll be President's ball. Nice kick out, and Quincy's going to dribble along, and a foul's going to be called on Lindsey Keenan. Tough foul there on Keenan. Looked like she just tripped and was falling to the ground and hit Calabro as she fell to the ground, so the foul gets called.
Yeah, Keenan was the weak side guard there who came charging across to try to pressure.
Quick 3 there for Quincy, and it's good. In and out, but it goes back in for Gia Calabro. That's a big 3-pointer for the Presidents. It's the lead back up to 9. But a 10-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Sleeman with the ball, 10 on the shot clock for North Quincy. Smith with the ball. Driving in and can't get it to go. And it's going to go out of bounds. So it'll be Quincy ball, 8.8 to go in the half.
Yeah, North, I don't know if they're aware of the clock here. They want to come out and pressure a little on the perimeter.
A skip pass, shot there, no good by Juliana Tracy. And North got the rebound, but it was too late to make anything happen. So at the end of the first half of play, The Quincy Presidents had a little bit of a threat there, Jim. North did a nice comeback, but Quincy gets a couple of key baskets, and they're able to get the lead back up to 9, 23-14.
Yeah, hopefully when the girls get in the locker room and sit down, both teams. North had a terrible first quarter, but redeemed themselves in the second. Quincy was a little up and down there, and I know Coach Jeff Bretsch can make some corrections about that. There were failure to set pivot foots. There were a few turnovers that were self-inflicted. There was some in response to the nice perimeter defense by North, particularly Lindsey Keenan. So both teams have a little settling down and refocusing ahead. We'll see how they do during the half here.
All right, so at the half, we're going to take a quick timeout. Again, Quincy 23, North Quincy 14. We'll be back after halftime for a second half coverage in just one moment. Welcome back, everyone, to North Quincy High School. We're at the half. The Quincy Presidents lead the Red Raiders by a score of 23-14. Will Crick will run down the leading scorers for both teams. Gia Calabro led the way for the Presidents with 7 points. Brenna Tobin had 6, and Juliana Tracy had 4. For the Red Raiders, Samantha Smith and Mary Kate McAlevey each had 5, and Amanda Helmuth and Kira Sleeman each had 2.
Yeah, John, North did a nice job of powering its way back in the second quarter, but then Quincy finished with a nice burst to reestablish their lead. And boy, I really don't understand this one. North has not been able to inbound the ball from the sideline. Like, here they are coming out at the half, and they couldn't get the ball in. There's just stuff that's been happening today that really shouldn't happen, like the little travels and whatnot and something like that. And you hate to see that stuff influence a game, but it has.
All right, going to the hole for Quincy was Juliana Tracy, and a foul is going to be called, I believe, on Maria Zareza.
Yeah, she went for the block and got the body. That was a good call. And Tracy's at the line. She misses her first.
All right, goes long on each of them, and coming down with the rebound, Samantha Smith for the Red Raiders.
So Quincy coming out with full court man pressure.
Sleeman kicks the ball out to McAlevey. Ball almost taken away by the Quincy Presidents, but holding on to it is Samantha Smith. And a foul is going to be called on Juliana Tracy. And she's going to bail North Quincy out.
All right, so what happened there was Quincy's playing a 2-3, John. They're in a zone, but they came out and pressured the ball full court with the top 2 players.
And another 5-second violation against North Quincy. Again, back-to-back times they cannot get the ball in bounds.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what that's about. It's interesting. North in a 2-3 to start. They're going to continue to try to pressure that perimeter without giving up the penetrations they did in the first quarter.
O'Toole's three-point shot no good for Quincy. Nice pass up court from Smith to McAlevey. McAlevey gets cut off, though, by Grace Hoban. Nice defense by her. Sleeman swings it around now to Samantha Smith. Give and go with McAlevey. McAlevey off the glass and in. Nice take.
It's a nice hoop by McAlevey on the give and go, as you said, John.
Calabro pass it around to Tracy. Give and go. Tracy's going to shoot the long 3, and it's good. Juliana Tracy, a long 3 for the Presidents.
Yeah, nice job. That was way downtown.
And quick outlet pass to Amanda Helmuth, and she gets cut off there. And nice give and go there from Sleeman to find Zareza. Set up by a nice pass by Helmuth, and Zareza will get fouled and go to the line to shoot 2. Foul's called against Jillian O'Toole, her first. And Zareza is able to stick the first for North Quincy. Tobin with the rebound for the Presidents. 26-17, Quincy on top. Nice defense there by Zareza, and ball goes out of bounds off of Quincy. Nice defense there by Zareza, again, able to stick her hand in and knock the ball away.
Yeah, she may have got away with a reach there, but nice job, as you say. And North will take the turnover.
And Sleeman was trying to split the defenders, could not, but loose ball coming up in the hands for Quincy. Brennan Tobin kicks it out to the top of the key. Calabra's going to shoot a quick three. No good. Fight for the rebound, and Zareza comes down with an outlet pass. Was looking for Amanda Helmuth, but too much on that pass.
Yeah, terrific rebound in traffic by Zareza, but got a little overly exuberant with that outlet pass, and Presidents coming back this way after the turnover.
Nice look in the middle for Brennan Tobin. She kicks it back out. O'Toole decides to dribble it in. 10 on the shot clock now for the Presidents. 5 on the shot clock. Tobin's going to dribble in and kicks it back out. Tracy, another long three, and hits it again. Juliana Tracy, back-to-back threes for the Presidents. And ball quickly taken away now by Quincy again. Tracy off-balance shot around the rim and no good. Fight for the rebound down low. And a foul's going to be called against, it looks like Brenna Tobin. No, excuse me, it's going to be called against Mary Kate McAlevey.
Tell you what, I like the job Juliana Tracy's done here in this second half. She's very confident. Stuck a couple of long threes here. There she goes on the inbounds. Nicely done. So it's Tracy with 8 points in the quarter, John. She has been the show in the third quarter.
Down the other end, Mary Kate McAlevy's shot went off a Quincy defender. So it'll be North ball, 26 on the shot clock. And ball gets tipped out of bounds by Juliana Tracy again, so North will still take it in. McAlevey with it. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound down low, and Brendan Tobin's able to come down with it.
Yeah, Tobin with a very aggressive, tough rebound there in traffic. Nice job by Brendan Tobin.
Tracy again shoots the three. That high arcing shot, this time no good. McAlevey with the rebound. Samantha Smith trying to go coast to coast, and a little bit too much there. Zareza with the rebound, and she can't get it to go either.
Tobin, another rebound in traffic.
Nice fake there by Jillian O'Toole to go baseline, but North's able to cut her off. She has to dribble it back out. Open for three, no good off the back of the rim, O'Toole. Sleeman controls it, brings it down for North. Smith now up with it. McAlevey with the ball for North, gets a shot off, and no good, too high off the glass. Nice outlet pass there by Tracy. And good give and go from O'Toole to find Tobin, and Tobin will go to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, that was nice stuff by the Quincy girls. Juliana Tracy, as you said, she kicked the ball up to O'Toole. Then O'Toole very alertly off to Brenna Tobin, who got fouled on the layup. So nice job by Quincy of getting the ball down the court. It never touched the floor. 2 quick passes, and they're going to be going to the line here. So Quincy has stretched its lead out to 14 points, John. And North is looking a little balky the way they did in that first quarter.
The last foul against North Quincy was called against Mary Kate McAlevey. That's her third. So we'll have to keep an eye out on that as well for the rest of the game for North Quincy.
Yeah, that could be a big factor for North because although McAlevey has not shown up too much on the scorebook here in the second half thus far, she's still their leading scorer for North. You know, the leading scorer for North, and she's a real heart and soul and key to the team. So.
Yeah, McAlevey averaging 12.7 points a game for the Red Raiders, and as you said, leading scorer for North Quincy. We're about just past halfway season for each of these teams. North Quincy coming into the game with a record of 3-9, and Quincy High School with a record of 8-5. So 2 more wins for Quincy, and they'll be going back to the tournament.
Yeah, and that'd be quite an accomplishment this year. It's a young team. They've had to battle some injuries. Really have to give Coach Bretsch and the Lady Presidents credit if they can qualify this year.
Now Brennan Tobin at the line, shooting 2 foul shots. Misses the first and can't get the second either. And fight for the rebound. Samantha Smith gets it, and she's going to get fouled as well by Juliana Tracy. That's Tracy's 3rd foul as well. Quincy again with full court pressure. Sleeman gets the ball and is able to go across half court. Samantha Smith now with the ball for North Quincy.
Quincy has gone back to its man, and not quite sure North is. Nice dribble penetration there.
Miranda Helmuth.
And a finish, yep.
Her 4th points here tonight. Sydney Taylor for number 33 is also checked in for North Quincy as well. Skip pass there to Calabro. Back to Calabro again. She's going to fake the 3, and a traveling violation called against Calabro.
Yeah, that's the one that was beguiling everyone on the first half. Girls aren't establishing a pivot foot. They fake with one foot and then go with the other, and you just can't do that. And it's a message that still hasn't resonated tonight with the girls.
Fallon Hoban checks in for Quincy as Calabro goes to the bench. Shot there by North, no good. Quickly down the court, go with the Presidents. Brennan Tobin trying to fake the 3. Swings around. Tracy another 3 for her and can't get it to roll. And stepping out of bounds was Sydney Taylor. Referee right there, and it's directly in front of us.
Yeah, Taylor in traffic, surrounded by aggressive Lady Presidents.
Yeah, another 3 there for Juliana Tracy. That's her 3rd 3 of the quarter, and 11 points here in the quarter. $15 overall in the game for Juliana Tracy, leading the way of all scorers.
Yeah, and the Presidents lead by 15, 34-19. We'll make that 12 on a nice 3-pointer by Sydney Taylor.
So North answers back there, 34-22, 12-point lead now for the Presidents, under 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Another 3 for Quincy, no good. Fight for the rebound. Nice tip there by Samantha Smith over to Amanda Helmuth, who brings it down for North. Smith slows things down. North sets up their offense. Ball gets knocked out of Helmuth's hands by Brenna Tobin. Will remain North ball, 11 on the shot clock.
So yeah, I saw Zareza setting a pick there, and not sure why we don't see more of that. She's very effective and able to do that. There's a nice rebound in traffic.
Razor trying to come up with it still. Shot clock did not get reset, and a jump ball is called, and it'll be Quincy ball on the arrow.
There was some nice aggression by number 21, Grace Hoban. We have 2 Hobans out there right now, Grace and Fallon. Fallon's got the ball right now. She's one of the super softs, I would call them. There's 3 of them in this game tonight.
Priscilla Bonica, number 24, is checked in for Quincy. Loose ball goes into the hands of Helmuth. Helmuth looking for some help. Gets over to Kiera Sleeman. Sleeman driving in, loses the ball, but she's going to get fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot two. Nice drive there by Kira Sleeman, the freshman for North Quincy. Foul's called on Jillian O'Toole, her second. Checking in for North Quincy is Alexa Radzik. And going to the bench will be Amanda Helmuth.
Hits them both. Nice job by Sleeman. They need them. They need every point they can get here, John. Try to keep this a ball game as we get to the fourth quarter.
10-point lead for the Presidents now, 34-24. Nice give and go. Open for the three is Priscilla Bonica. She can't get it to go. Smith with the rebound. She's in trouble, and they're going to call a jump ball, and it'll be North Quincy ball.
Yeah, great pressure by Tobin and Hoban. They trapped there. They had Smith trapped on the baseline.
Quincy again coming with full court pressure, and they drop back now. Smith gets over to Radzik. Sleeman, nice dribble drive, kicks it out. Three-point shot there is no good by Taylor, rebounded by Quincy. Quickly coming down the end of the court, Grace Hoban kicks it back out. Tobin down low and looking for the foul, nothing called, comes in the hands of Samantha Smith for North Quincy, 10 on the game clock.
Samantha Smith has been very gritty all night. There was some nice tough D there in traffic. She ripped the ball away. She's really been playing aggressively and trying to take the play to the Presidents. There's 1.7 on the clock.
And Quincy had a nice opportunity there to get the ball down court, and open was Priscilla Bonica, but the game clock expired before the shot went off. It was no good either way. So at the end of 3 quarters of play, Quincy 34 with a 10-point lead over 24 for the Red Raiders.
Well, North did a good job of cutting it to 10. 10 is one of those leads that is not insurmountable. The lead has been as high as 15 at certain points. For the most part, the game's been controlled by Quincy, but the Red Raiders have got it in a position where, a posture where they can put a little run together. This could still be a ball game tonight, John. A game that, for the most part, has been controlled by the Lady Presidents. That third quarter was dominated by Juliana Tracy. You mentioned that early on. 11 points by Juliana, and actually that's the full.
Yeah, she
full
scored
run
all
for
points for the Presidents.
Yeah.
Yep.
So very interesting. Was a very Tracy third quarter. So Red Raiders are coming out in a 2-3, and Presidents, no personnel changes from the end of that third quarter, John.
Once again, Presidents start with a 10-point lead, and the ball to start the third quarter. 3 shot, no good by Priscilla Bonica, and North will let it go out of bounds to take possession.
All right, Quincy's going to stay with the full court pressure. They're going to really come after North Quincy here, coming out of the box in this quarter. Let's see what happens with that.
Smith driving down, and offensive foul is going to be called against North Quincy.
On the pick?
I believe it's going to be called on Zareza, yes.
Yeah. She got there late on the pick and picks up her third, correct?
Yes, that's Zareza's third foul. 14 fouls for both the Presidents and the Red Raiders. Three there is no good, but right there at the right place, Fallon Hoban to bring them all. She's open for three. She shoots it, can't get it to go. And big rebound there by Brenna Tobin. She goes up strong to the hole, gets fouled, and will go to the line.
Yeah, first Fallon Hoban, and then Brenna Tobin doing a great job on the offensive board. So Quincy coming out and working very hard here as this quarter starts, notwithstanding the fact they have a 10-point lead, and you might think they might be a little bit conservative. They've been very aggressive coming at the Red Raiders. They're looking to really make certain that North has no conception of getting back in this ball game, John.
Foul's called on Zareza. That's her fourth, and she's going to check out of the game. And McAlevey checks back in after getting a quick breather. Tobin makes 1 of 2. And another substitution coming in is Lindsey Keenan for Kira Sleeman.
Yeah, that's a good substitution for North. I thought we'd see Keenan earlier. She played great in the second quarter. She's got high energy and very aggressive. Ball gets taken away there.
Nice steal by Jillian O'Toole.
Great job.
And charging foul is going to be called against O'Toole. As you're just talking about her, Jim, Lindsey Keenan takes it in there and is able to get the offensive foul called against Quincy.
Yeah, that's the second time she just stepped in and taken the hit. She went down hard. And looks like the Raiders getting the timeout. Yeah, looks like the Red Raiders are getting the timeout here. So terrific job by Keenan. I mentioned, I used the phrase super softs. Lindsey Keenan, Fallon Hoban, and Priscilla Bonica all played together, and they've all had roles tonight on the court, notwithstanding the fact they're only sophomores. So I noted Fallon Hoban's aggressive play, rebounding. She's been really tough down low, and she plays a similar style as Keenan, very aggressive and all over the floor. But let's see what Lindsey can do here. It's 35-24, John. North needs a little bit of a boost, climb back into this ball game. We've got 7 minutes to go, trailing by 11.
Big possession here for North Quincy as well, Jim. They can cut it to 9 and get it under that single digits. So that'll be a big emotional boost there for North Quincy as well. Try to get it down there. They had it down to as low as 4 in the second quarter, but then North Quincy went on a run to end the quarter with a 9-point lead. Full court man-to-man pressure, loose ball. Keenan dives for it, and they're going to call the foul on Keenan. I think they're going to say she held one of the Quincy defenders as she was diving for the ball. So again, the pressure from the Presidents causes a North Quincy turnover. And Quincy gets the ball back.
That was nice ball movement by the Presidents. Again, another offensive rebound by Fallon Hoban.
Shot gets partially blocked there by McAlevey. Tobin brings it back right down, though. And foul's going to be called on the floor against Samantha Smith on the reach around.
Yeah, Quincy doing a great job of staying aggressive. They're just slaughtering North on the offensive boards here. Really banging away at it, and that's been the difference here. North Quincy's picked up its 17th foul. Quincy's going to be on the one-on-one at least now for the balance of the game, John.
Tobin misses the front end of it. Smith gets over to McAlevey. McAlevey step back.
It's a nice step back pop by Mary Kate McAlevey. Just missed.
Tobin with ball in the corner, driving in, finds some space off the glass, too strong. McAlevey brings down the board. And ball's going to get taken away there by Quincy. Priscilla Bonica with it. And they find Tobin down low, and ball's going to be blocked there by McAlevey. Driving in, nice take there.
By O'Toole. Yeah, Jillian O'Toole, She made a couple of nice decisions during that sequence, including the dribble penetration. So that was terrific stuff. She's going to be going to the line here. Quincy's got the, I beg your pardon, Quincy's going to have a big advantage here with this foul situation with North, but they've got to hit the foul shots to take advantage of this.
Foul was called on Samantha Smith for North Quincy, her second personal, team's 8th.
I have Quincy shooting 1 for 8 this half from the foul line, John. It's going to really help minimize the impact of getting yourself into foul trouble for North.
Smith with the ball, kicks it over to Radzik. Radzik gets cut off baseline, back to Smith up top. 6 on the shot clock for North Quincy. Nice drive there by Smith, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2 if she gets fouled.
Yeah, they're going to get the reach in on Priscilla Bonica. Bonica, the sophomore, covering Smith, the senior, and it's been quite a battle so far. Let's see if North can hit its foul shots. First one is good by Smith.
And gets the friendly roll on the second one as well. So down to 9 now is the lead, 35-26. Coming up on 5 to play in the fourth quarter. Down Hoban with the ball being defended by Keenan.
Nice skip pass there. Quincy moves the ball very well against this defense.
9 on the shot clock now for the Presidents. Tobin, nice look down low, but North Quincy quickly cuts it off. Priscilla Bonica tries to get it off, and it does right as it expires.
The buzzer. Nice job by Bonica.
Mary-Kate McAlevey quickly brings it down the court. Was trying to catch Quincy off guard, and for a second she did, but they were able to recover. Samantha Smith was looking down low and does not go off of anyone. North got away from it. Jim, looked like they thought it was deflected. It'll be Quincy ball.
Well, right at the same juncture that Smith was making the pass, Keenan decided to make a baseline cut, and they missed the connection. So, tough turnover. Quincy keeps its lead at 11, John. Another thing they've done, John, is they've worked the clock.
Nice look there by Tobin. She can't get it to go. Defended there by Sydney Taylor. 4 minutes to go now in the game, and taken away from behind by Brenna Tobin. Gia Calabro has checked back in, quickly bringing it up. Nice look there by Calabro to find Tracy, and Tracy can't get it to go. And Mary-Kate McAlevey, great hustle. Able to save it to Keenan, giving it to go to Taylor, and she can't get it to go, but she gets fouled. Mary-Kate McAlevey, Jim, ran the entire length of the floor to save that ball and keep that possession alive for the North Quincy Red Raiders.
Yeah, that was terrific hustle, and she's playing with a real sense of urgency, and that's been missing most of this half by the Red Raiders. I mean, they're running out of time here. McAlevey going the length of the court to chase that one down. And the Red Raiders hitting their foul shots, John. It's going to be important for North Quincy. Taylor sticks them both. Nice job by Sydney Taylor, John. And Red Raiders have it at 9.
Olivia Murray checks in for the first time here tonight for North Quincy, and Kara Sleeman checks back in as well for North Quincy. Tobin, nice give and go to Tracy. Tracy shot no good, but coming up from the weak side was number 24, Priscilla Bonica, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Sleeman gets called for her first.
Well, Bonica's hitting her foul shots here, so that's it's an improvement for Quincy in this quarter. And she sticks them both, looks good doing it. And Quincy's got the lead back up over 10.
And foul call down as North get the ball across half court. Picking up the foul will be Jillian O'Toole.
All right, and Quincy's over the limit now, so it's going to become a game of foul shooting here in the second half. We're going to see who can shoot foul shots.
And so Sleeman at the line for a one-on-one. Tobin comes down with the rebound. Calabro open in the corner. Almost taken away by Sleeman. Jillian O'Toole going across the other side of the court. Finds Calabro for three. No good. Fight for the rebound. And McAlevey can't control it. Goes out of bounds. Fresh shot clock for the Presidents. 3:08 left to go in the game. Nice look there into the middle. And finishing off is Juliana Tracy.
Yeah, that's it's a tough one on an inbounds play when the other team gets a layup on you. It can be a little bit of a backbreaker. Tracy having a terrific second half here. Very efficient offensively. She gets the ball. She's got a nice quick release. And we've seen her hit threes, and we've seen her hit little bunny jumpers in the lane. So showing some real dimension to her offense. North Quincy with the ball. They're going to get a timeout here, John. They have not successfully cracked that 10-point ceiling. Quincy able to extend the lead up to 13 here. And the early sense of urgency I referenced earlier there by Mary Kate McAlevey. Red Raiders got to spend this final 2:48 attacking as that play as they did on that play. Place is really filling up, John. The boys' game is going to be played after this one. There's been a good crowd for the girls' game, but now the boys, as this game comes to an end and the boys' game's coming online, the place is really getting packed.
So again, 2:48 left to go here in the game. 41-28, Quincy on top.
Coach Bretsch is going to leave Bonica out there, a sophomore. She'll be youngest player on the court, but she's really shown she belongs out there, John. Nice quick inbound to McAlevey, and she finishes cleanly. Good job on the inbound there.
So big basket there for North Quincy. Lead back down to 11 now, 41-30. 2.5 to go in the game. Quincy working the ball. Three there is no good by Bonica, and McAlevey controls the board. So North again can get it down to 9 with a basket here, and Sleeman loses her dribble, loses her footing, slips on the floor, and it's taken away by O'Toole for an easy 2 points. Tough break there for North Quincy. And a miscommunication here between McAlevey and Smith, and the ball goes out of bounds, and Quincy now can get the lead back up to 15. Three there by Rachel Smith, no good. Samantha Smith brings it up now. Quickly to McAlevey. She goes in and can't get it to fall, but she'll go to the line to shoot two. And I believe that foul was called on Juliana Tracy, and it was. That's her 5th foul, so she is fouled out of the game with 1:58 to go.
Well, she had a heck of a game, I'll tell you. Not only did she get to 5 fouls quickly, but she put a lot of valuable points, important points on the board for the Lady Presidents prior to exiting. So 13-point lead, that's good stuff as far as, reflecting a lot of hard work by the young lady prior to fouling out. So Gracie is going to be the key tonight for Quincy, it appears, as we come down under 2 minutes. Quincy's been running the ball very successfully, running the full 30 seconds, John.
And almost taken away by Sleeman, be able to control it for Quincy.
Nice
is
pass.
O'Toole. And going to the line will be Rachel Smith for the Presidents. Fouls called on Samantha Smith. That's her third.
Terrific pass by O'Toole. She's really shown some great leadership there. Using the clock, but recognizing openings and taking advantage of them. So both
Smith.
foul shots are missed. The shooting woes continue for Quincy from the foul line, John.
All right, 1:40 to go in the game. A 12-point lead for Quincy, 43-31. McAlevey, nice step back there again, and she drains that, Jim. That was a 2.
Yeah, nice job by McAlevey, and North getting a timeout. That's a timeout to just get the clock stopped and get set up, really. But, John, you mentioned it, McAlevey doing a really nice job with that step-back pop. She's had the last 4 points, and she's playing very aggressively here at the end and really trying to energize and push her teammates along.
McAlevey, 12 points so far here tonight for the Red Raiders.
This 10-point difference has been the Mendoza line here, and North just really hasn't been able to crack it. So we'll see what they do coming out of this timeout. There's going to be a situation where Quincy's going to be inbounding the ball from the sideline. So North's going to come, we're sure, with full court pressure. Let's see if we see Lindsey Keenan back in the ball game. No. We got Olivia Murray coming in, a junior guard, so she's going to come in and try to provide some pressure on D.
And Murray's going to foul from behind to stop the clock, and that will send O'Toole to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, O'Toole is really a terrific little, she's kind of your prototype point guard. Does not let defensive pressure affect her at all. She's very alert. She sees what's going on the floor and gets the ball to people. Really distributes well. She's got to hit these foul shots, though. That's important, especially like if Quincy gets into the tournament. You know, this is the type of thing that teams look at when they're scouting, is the foul shooting woes and who in particular has trouble. And you don't want your point guard who's got the ball a lot to be someone who can hit foul shots. So Jillian's got to spend the next couple of weeks as we get through the end of the season at the foul line up at Quincy High's gym working on that, but otherwise she's really played a super game tonight, John. Defensive pressure as well.
Julian Gazzola gets called for the push on the last foul shot there by Quincy, and that will send Samantha Smith to the line to shoot 2.
Nice job by Smith, who's played pretty consistently tonight.
So timeout called by North Quincy, and they've cut the lead to 9, Jim. 43-34, 121 left to go in the game. You can log on to Quincy Access TV's website at qatv.org to find out when high school basketball will be replayed on QATV Channel 8. You can also find all the links to our social media sites out there as well for Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and also Instagram. So again, go to qatv.org for more information.
This could be a long minute 20, John. I'm not certain whether North will use the strategy of trying to stop the clock with foul shots, particularly where Quincy's shooting the way it is, which is rather poorly here. And I've talked about this before. This North Quincy High gym's a very friendly gym to shoot in. The lighting is nice. The backboard's very soft. The rim's friendly. So it's unusual for a team to come in and attribute, or rather to suffer from foul shooting problems. But that's what's happened. McAlevey with a nice alert offensive rebound there, and she gets fouled after the miss from the foul line.
And so McAlevey will go to the line to shoot 2. Fouls called against Gia Calabro. That's her 4th for Quincy. And McAlevey is able to make both foul shots.
Terrific job by McAlevey. So she cuts the lead to 7.
North Quincy electing not to foul here. And Coach Bergoli's calling for the foul, but team hasn't seen it. And the bench is yelling for the foul, but nothing's happening. And finally, Samantha Smith is able to go over and foul, but under a minute now to go here in the game at 57 seconds.
Yeah, they're calling timeouts and, presumably instructing the kids. That disconnect is unfortunate because a lot of time went off the clock. And frankly, they fouled the wrong player as well. I mean, fouling Calabro, who's, she's been around. She's a senior, very poised. She sticks them both. So they've got to refocus their efforts here. McAlevey going to go coast to coast.
And no foul called. And North Quincy will have to foul. And it looks like McAlevey commits the foul on Rachel Smith.
Yeah, McAlevey was trying to draw the call there on that play, get the clock stopped again and get to the line. It's a great little shooter. So they're going to send number 43, Rachel Smith, the senior center, to the line. She has not seen the ball much tonight. Let's see how she does with her foul shooting. This is the front end.
49.4 seconds left to go in the game. And rebounded by Smith. 45-36, still a 9-point lead for Quincy. Smith with the ball, being defended against Sienna Williams, number 15. Sleeman drive to the hoop and is able to get it to go.
Take.
Foul called against Sleeman, only her 2nd. 27.9 now to go in the game. And again, Calabro will go to the line. One or two for Gia Calabro. McAlevey brings it up now, quickly up court, and a foul's called on Sydney Taylor, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Looks like it was Rachel Smith on the reach-in.
Yeah, nice little move by Taylor, a quick little spin move on the baseline. So she'll shoot 2, but 22 seconds left, down 8. They made a nice run at it, but may have run out of time here.
In and out on the first for Taylor. And hits the second. 7-point lead. And North needs to foul. They have not fouled yet. And foul's going to be called against number 12. It's Olivia Murray.
Yeah, normally what you do is you play the pass, and if you get the steal on the pass, then fine. But if you don't, you foul right at that juncture. 7 seconds just went off the clock there. So I mentioned this before, that This young lady for Quincy, their point guard, Jillian O'Toole, is just absolutely unflappable out there with the basketball. She's very poised and very skilled in traffic. Her foul shooting was, well, there you go. She just dropped one, so it's a good sign for her. But with 10 seconds left, North trailing by 8.
And a 3 there by McAlevey, and she gets fouled, so she'll go to the line for a 3. I believe it was a 3. We'll see if that was or not.
Yeah, Calabro fouled her, and that's her 5th, so she's going to foul out as well here. But like her teammate before, Juliana Tracy, she leaves with the lead relatively well in hand. And Mary Kate McAlevey has really shown a lot tonight. She's a smooth little shooter. She's shown that both from the floor and the foul line. She's played well all year, John, as you know. She's got one more foul shot, so it was a 3. You were correct, John. She sticks 2 of 3. She's 4 for 7 from the line this half.
And nice job here by Quincy. Grace Hope is able to evade the fouls, and that's going to wrap it up here, Jim. She does get fouled, but with 1.2 seconds left and a 6-point lead for Quincy.
So Hoban will go to the line. This is really a little more than icing on the cake. We'll see if she can increase the statistical foul shooting woes here. She sticks them both. Nicely done by Hoban, and that's gonna conclude this one, John.
All right, he from McAlevey at the end would not have counted. So final score, Quincy comes out and is able to hold off some last-minute pressure from North Quincy, and they're going to win by 8, 49-41. So a nice win there by the Presidents. Had some troubles here in the second and fourth quarter, Jim, but they're able to hold off and get the victory.
Yeah, North Quincy scored 27 points in the second half to Quincy's 24, but Quincy was consistent. They had 23 in the first half, 26 in the second. I beg your pardon, it was 26. So Quincy was consistent, North a little less so. That first quarter really, the woes in the first quarter really dogged them, and they never dug out of the hole. Even though they had cut the score to 4 points, they never really got out of that hole. So a nice performance by Quincy on both ends of the floor. Good defensive pressure, good offensive consistency. North a little bit up and down with some nice performances, particularly by Mary Kate McAlevey. And I know you'll give the stat wrap up, but she did a terrific job. Samantha Smith, great game by her, very aggressive. She showed some real leadership out there on the floor. And then as far as other players contributing and doing a nice job, we like what we saw from Kira Sleeman as well. So that's North Quincy showing some positives. Quincy showing a more balanced positive for the entire game.
All right, Jim, real quick, we'll run down the stats. And leading the way for all scorers was Juliana Tracy for the Presidents. She had 17 points. She had a huge third quarter. Was really able to help the Presidents out there. She scored all 11 points in the third quarter, including 3 3-pointers. So again, 17 points for Juliana Tracy. Gia Calabro had 10 for the Presidents. Brenna Tobin had 7. Grace Hoban and Priscilla Bonica each had 5. And Jillian O'Toole had 2 points for Quincy. For North Quincy, leading the way was Mary Kate McAlevey. She had 16 points, 11 of those in the second half. 8 points for Samantha Smith. Kira Sleeman had 6. Sydney Taylor had 6. Amanda Helmuth had 2. And Maria Zareza had 1 point for North Quincy. So again, final score here, Jim, 49-41. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was just going to say we'll wrap it up here, take a little break between games. You see the boys out here warming up now, but Quincy looking good, and with the hope of getting to the tournament. North playing a little up and down. Let's hope they can repeat some of the efforts they showed earlier this week and then last week as well, where they had a couple of nice wins against Boston City League teams.
All right, so with the win, Quincy High School will go to 9-5 on the season. So, Jim, one more win, and they'll be in the tournament. Again, their next couple of games coming up will be against Silver Lake and Scituate, and then at Hingham and at Hanover. So 4 tough games here for Quincy, but one win will put them into the tournament. North Quincy High School with a loss drops to 3-10 on the season, and they're going to have a couple tough games themselves as well coming up at Duxbury versus Hanover and versus Silver Lake. Their next 3 games coming up. So again, final score here at North Quincy High School, Quincy 49 and North Quincy 41. I want to thank Sasha Goldberg, who was on camera here tonight. Good job by Sasha, and thanks for coming out. And I want to thank Jim Timmons for coming here as well and providing some color commentary. So, Jim, thanks very much.
Oh, you bet, and I do thank Sasha as well. It's very difficult to work in these circumstances. She's up in the stands. It's a little warm up there, and when the fans get banging their feet or shaking the bleachers, it can be tough. But she did an absolutely terrific job.
All right, we want to thank you for tuning in to this edition of QATV Sports. My name is Jonathan Caleri, and we'll see you next time.